Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Kyle Pazorski, filling in for Nate tonight. Educators say it's always good to prepare for real-life scenarios because you never quite know what is going to happen on any particular day. Newswatch 12's Muhammad Abdul-Kawi joins us live in studio to explain why running real-world scenarios is crucial. Muhammad, what happened at Nicolet today?
Thanks, Kyle. Students at Nicolet College had the chance to undergo real-world scenario training. This event showed the students the importance of working together during an emergency situation.
This event has been in the planning for quite some time.
Hands-on learning and training gives students the opportunity to experience real-world situations. Delia St. Louis, who was the nursing instructor at Nicolet College, gave students the chance to see it firsthand.
And we having a simulation regarding a mental health patient who is having a suicidal ideations, and it's actually geared to be a multidisciplinary simulation.
And like they say, teamwork makes the dream work.
The nurses, the doctors, talking to the police, our crisis center to help get our patient the right help that they need.
Brianna Stanky is a nursing student at Nicolet College. She got to work on the mental health patient in front of everyone.
I was pretty nervous at first, but after I just didn't think about all the people watching me, and I just went for it and did what I would do on a normal patient.
While some got to work on the patient, students like Michael had to watch.
I think an opportunity like this to, have a look into the work of other folks who are involved in patients' care is critically important.
And with events like this, real-life simulations will be beneficial so students will be ready for the future.
And for the youth, I think it's phenomenal to see what the community can offer and also what we can do.
Help is out there if you need it. The mental health care crisis line is available 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. The number to reach the crisis line is 1-888-299-1188. Kyle?
Thanks, Muhammad. We turn now to meteorologist Conrad Sapinski, who gives us a first look at weather. What's going on out there, Conrad?
Yep, so right now we just have some light rain and snow showers, but pretty much on and off will be continuing through the night. But then as temperatures drop tonight, it will actually transition to some plain old snow. But look how much moisture is still associated with this. So all of this spinning moisture right over here will be lingering in our area through tomorrow, pretty much as some snow, since cooler temperatures will be on the back end of the storm, as our futurecast does show the rain and snow becoming all snow overnight. Then mixing with a little bit more of rain tomorrow as temperatures rise in the mid to upper 30s. But then on the back end, some more cooler air back into the 20s will create all snow conditions. So not too much snow out here, maybe a couple inches, locally heavier at that. But temperatures right now have cooled off in most locations, with 35 in Rhinelander, 35 in Eagle River, as well as in Lando Lakes. A little bit warmer in Green Bay area, as they are still having that southern flow of the temperatures. But out here in Rhinelander, temperatures will continue to drop below freezing overnight. Kyle?
Thanks, Conrad. Today, Governor Tony Evers announced nearly every school district across the state will be awarded funds through the governor's $15 million Get Kids Ahead initiative. Schools will be able to use these funds to provide direct mental health care and counseling to students in need of them. In the 2021-23 biennial budget, the governor initially proposed $53.5 million for student mental health services, but the legislature reduced the combined funding to a $19 million increase. This comes after Governor Evers last week announced a $5 million investment to make telehealth services more accessible by creating 2 grant programs for providers to expand and enhance child psychology telehealth services and partner with community organizations to establish neighborhood telehealth access points for people without internet access. More than 80 school districts across the state had referendums on the ballot. About half of them were for operational funding. The Elko superintendent spoke about the issue Elko has had with referendums for a long time, but the last 2 referendums proposed did not pass.
The state funding formula does not work for a district like Elko, and so we have a long history of having referendums in place.
While the school district is still looking at specifics on how to invest its funds, they want to bring more staffing and keep educational programs strong.
I'm really looking at the work that we can really dig into now as far as helping the district to move forward.
The superintendent and director of special education says she spoke with several townships. She wants to understand and hear from dissenters of the referendum. This way the school and community can stay intact. The school referendum had a successful day across north and central Wisconsin. Both Elko and Tomahawk school districts had 2 failed referenda leading up to yesterday, but both passed for 3 years each to cover operational costs. The Merrill School District did not have such luck. Its referendum failed with just 43% of the vote. The biggest referendum of the night by far was in Wausau, where voters approved a nearly $120 million bill for a new school building and facility improvements. They say after vote counts, they say every vote counts, and that was especially the case in 3 Lakes last night. The 2 county board candidates are tied. Colette Sorgel and Brian Selensky each had 177 votes. The Board of Canvass will review the ballots tomorrow to ensure an accurate result. If the candidates remain tied, Oneida County Clerk Tracy Hartman said the contest will be decided by a coin flip. The CDC approved a second booster this week, and people are lining up to receive it. Why they say they are doing it to protect others. That's After Weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
People have been wondering, what's gotten into Lindsay? But it's really what Lindsay's gotten into, Planet Fitness. And now through April 14th, you can join for only $1 down and $10 a month. Join now and feel fit-tacular for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. But hurry, deal ends Thursday, April 14th.
At Bygoff & Rohde, the insurance companies know that we are trial lawyers who win cases. And it matters because when they're dealing with lawyers who win cases, they know they're going to have to pay fair settlements and fair compensation to the clients of our law firm. Because we develop our reputation over years of winning trials, winning cases, and recovering substantial settlements for our clients. At Bygoff & Rohde, we get results.
Right now, enhance your curb appeal with Menard's unbeatable selection of Atlas roofing products. Castlebright, Briarwood, and Pinnacle shingles are in stock to take home today. 18 styles to choose from, all built with beauty, durability, and value in mind. All Atlas shingles have a limited lifetime warranty to protect your home for years to come. Save 11% on all Atlas shingles right now at Menard's.
Save big money at Menard's. Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale ever and receive free carpet installation along with an additional $300, $600, or even $1,000 of savings on all flooring products and sale prices. That's right, free carpet installation and an additional savings of up to $1,000 on top of the sale prices. See why contractors and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs.
Our prices will floor you.
Contact Culligan, your local water expert.
People have been wondering,
what's gotten into Lindsay?
But it's really what Lindsay's gotten into, Planet Fitness. And now through April 14th, you can join for only $1 down and $10 a month. Join now and feel fit-tacular for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. But hurry, deal ends Thursday, April 14th.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully you're having a great day out there, but not the nicest weather as we do have pretty cloudy skies out there. Some light on and off rain and snow showers, but for the most part, we don't have any heavier precipitation right now. But tonight, that will be changing as this whole low pressure system still circulates out here. But for the most part, we will be in the mostly cloudy skies and some on and off rain and snow showers, but we still have a lot of moisture. Look at all of this, even closer to Canada. So all of this will slowly be moving on in, even into tomorrow. So still over a day event with here. Pretty much more snow as our futurecast does show that rain and snow becoming all snow by the overnight hours. And then tomorrow, temperatures start to rise up there into the mid to even upper 30s. So whatever does fall will be like a rain and snow mix, and then back to snow on the back end once temperatures drop into the 20s. So this is what we're thinking, couple inches out here in Rhinelander, a lot south of Wausau, but in general, 1, 2, maybe 3 inches of snow locally. Heavier amounts as those heavier bands start to set up, but in general, not a big low pressure system with snow out here. But temperatures today, hey, we'll take those 40s and 50s out there. Look at Iron Mountain at 50 degrees, Green Bay 53 degrees, Rhinelander out here, not quite as warm, but hey, we'll still take that 42 degrees earlier today. So mild temperatures out there, not quite what our average is supposed to be this time of year, as our average high is supposed to be around 48 degrees, average low of 26 degrees. But look at that record low in 1982 at 4 below. Whew. Thankfully, we don't have those temperatures out here today, but right now temperatures are a little bit on the cooler end. They have dropped as the low pressure system is moving away, and it's starting to bring those winds from the north, so it's cooling the temperature pretty much mid 30s out here for most of us, and they will continue to keep dropping. Winds not looking too bad either for most locations. A little bit gusty in Medford, Marshfield, and closer to the Wausau area. Stevens Point coming in at 10 miles per hour, and Green Bay at 14 miles an hour. But out here in Rhinelander, only an 8 mile per hour wind. So not looking too bad, but the wind will be picking up on the back end of the storm pretty much by the morning hours on Friday and throughout the day on Friday. Look at these wind gusts, pretty much 30 miles per hour. But tonight, calm winds, but temperatures will be dropping in the lower 30s. Rain and snow will be transitioning to all snow overnight. Tomorrow, back to a rain and snow mix as temperatures start to rise in the mid to even upper 30s. But in general, not looking too bad. And then back to snow overnight Thursday. And the system moves out by the morning hours on Friday. And look at those 50s start to come back by Sunday. Kyle?
Thanks, Conrad. The U.S. imposed a new round of economic sanctions on Russia today, including on the adult children of President Vladimir Putin, in response to new accusation he committed war crimes in Ukraine. The U.S. and allies in Europe have already imposed a series of sanctions, including limiting Russian imports and largely cutting the nation off from the international financial system. European allies are also expected to announce new sanctions. President Biden said today the U.S. will prohibit any new investments in the Russian Federation.
Folks, the steps we've already taken are predicted to shrink Russia's gross domestic product by double digits this year alone. Just in 1 year, our sanctions are likely to wipe out the last 15 years of Russia's economic gains. And because we've cut Russia off from importing technologies like semiconductors and encryption security and critical components of quantum technology that they need to compete in the 21st century, we're going to stifle Russia's ability and its economy to grow for years to come.
Many major U.S.-based corporations, including Starbucks and McDonald's, announced they were withdrawing or limiting their operations in Russia after the country launched an unprovoked invasion of Ukraine in February. He hopes that additional sanctions and the withdrawing of U.S. businesses will ratchet up the pain for Putin and further cause economic isolation. Wisconsin COVID-19 cases have gone down substantially in the past few months. Health officials say more people getting the vaccine and steering towards herd immunity is partially why. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson shows us some area residents who received their second booster shot today.
Richard Cohn spent part of his day in a waiting room, waiting to get the second booster shot.
We don't want to be responsible for getting other people sick, killing some of the old folks we hang out with.
For the Cohns, it's personal.
Tough time for my wife. She barely made it. Seen a lot of our friends die.
Okay.
We don't want to be a part of it.
Thankfully, they both made it through, but they don't want to take any more chances.
We keep ourselves vaccinated as soon as it becomes available.
The Cohns were some of the first to receive the second COVID-19 booster in Rhinelander. Public health nurse Rebecca Wold says after getting the okay from the CDC, the Oneida County Health Department jumped at the opportunity.
We're seeing that, booster shots are effective against the Omicron variant. However, they do have waning immunity over time. So it is important, especially for those 50 and older or immunocompromised individuals, to get the booster because they are at more risk of severe infection from COVID.
There will be another walk-in vaccine clinic on Thursday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Richard and his wife just want to be a small step in the right direction.
We stay healthy. We keep, we know what it's like. It's tough. Maybe you make it, maybe you don't. But it's mainly cut the transmission down so that other people who may not be as fortunate.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson.
The I-65 killer has remained unknown for more than 30 years, but that has changed. Why investigators say they've solved the case. We'll break it down after the break.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the Buffalo Ranch Chicken Pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Grilled chicken, crunchy bacon, covered in creamy buffalo sauce. Now that is an expression.
Change the way you pizza.
Get new replacement windows and big savings during Renewal by Andersen's 30-day sale. Don't waste another minute dealing with your difficult, inefficient windows. Instead, call now and schedule your free window diagnosis. See how Renewal by Andersen's full-service custom-built replacement windows can help add more comfort to your home at an affordable price. If you need to replace the windows or patio doors in your home, call this number now and save. Installation is included. Made from our exclusive, low-maintenance fibrous composite material, our windows are tested and warranted not to crack, peel, or chip for 20 years. Plus, the expert installation by our certified master installers makes sure your job is done right. And it's all backed by our industry-leading limited warranty. But you've got to hurry. Call this number now before our 30-day sale ends. Tremendous savings, special financing, and installation is included. Don't delay and miss out. Call today and schedule your free window diagnosis. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
Nice ride. Park car, park truck.
Gotta love it when two good things combine.
How about two tacos that are also part quesadilla for just $5?
Can I eat them with my spork?
Might be tough with that cheesy quesadilla shell, but I'm not saying no.
In my jorts?
Go for it.
Can I eat them with my puggle?
Does he like grilled chicken and chipotle sauce?
Those are his middle names.
Try the 2 for $5 quesadilla tacos. Only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Who's a hungry boy?
People said we couldn't run a successful business using progressive values, but that's exactly what we did. That's how we built the Bucks Arena. We made sure our minority and women-owned businesses were able to grow with it. Paying good wages, using materials made in Wisconsin, all done in an environmentally sustainable way. That's the type of thinking we need in the U.S. Senate. We're not going to just talk about issues. I'm going to go to Washington and deliver. I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the Buffalo Ranch Chicken Pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Grilled chicken, crunchy bacon, covered in creamy buffalo sauce. Now that is an expression.
Change the way you pizza.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Welcome back. Equipment and vehicles from the 3rd U.S. Armored Brigade arrived in Denmark today en route to Poland. The U.S. Army tanks, fighting vehicles, and other equipment arrived at the port of Esbjerg in western Denmark. For the next 9 months, they will be used to support a deployment of U.S. Armed Brigade in Europe. Colonel Joshua D. Hirsch, commander of the 595th Transportation Brigade, said the operation at the port was a good example of NATO cooperation that just shows the might of NATO and what we can do and accomplish. The equipment belonged to the 3rd Armored Brigade combat team, comes from Fort Carson, Colorado, and is part of an effort called Atlantic Resolve, which involves the routine, pre-planned rotation of U.S. Army units to Europe. Indiana State Police have identified the I-65 killer after an investigation that lasted more than 30 years. As Jasmine Miner reports, the break came through the use of investigative genealogy.
35 long years.
You might be able to hide for a while, but we're going to find you.
Harry Edward Greenwell is the man police say murdered Vicki Heath, Margaret Peggy Gill, Jean Gilbert, and assaulted another woman, all between 1987 and 1990.
So over the course of generations, there's detectives in this very room that have been involved in this in some form or another, literally for generations. and they're owed a debt of gratitude that we can never possibly repay.
Detectives say Greenwell had an extensive 35-year criminal history and died in Iowa in 2013.
Closure and justice may seem apparent or obvious in these cases now, but in many ways, these concepts are only beginning to take shape for those of us who have led our lives and had our lives turned upside down at the hand of this killer.
Kim Gilbert is the daughter of Gene Gilbert. Her mother was murdered at the Days Inn in Remington, Indiana. Police say the technique they used involves uploading a crime scene DNA profile to one or more genetic genealogy databases, all to identify a criminal offender's genetic relatives and locate the offender within their family tree.
The match was 99.9999% positive.
Police say the victim, who escaped from Greenwell at a Columbus Days Inn in January 1990, gave a detailed description of what he looked like.
The primary factors that linked these 4 crime scenes were their proximity to I-65, and for this obvious reason, the person was responsible for these murders was dubbed the I-65 killer.
Let us now begin the healing process in whatever way, shape, or form that may be for each of us.
We are back this weekend, the 37th annual WJJQ Home Show with Health Expo, Saturday 9 to 4 and Sunday 10 to 3 at the Tomahawk School Complex. Admission is free. From Northwoods 92.5 WJJQ.
I come here to do homework because they have free Wi-Fi. They don't say anything as long as I buy something.
When there's a lot of noise, it's hard to focus. But I listen to music to try and drown it out. When the Wi-Fi cuts out, I can't finish my homework. That's why I started getting D's.
Millions of children rely on public Wi-Fi to study. U.S. Cellular is donating up to $13 million in hotspots to help youth in need. Because every child deserves the same opportunity to learn.
Don't miss 3 all-new episodes of TV's #1 rated Night of Dramas.
We have 2 rival gang members here.
You think they're bringing the war to the hospital?
I do. The kiss isn't the real issue. It's an official complaint. This is obviously becoming a problem. I think we need some time apart.
He sells opioids, but he's also a user. He's extremely paranoid.
Do it! I'm gonna blow her face off.
An all-new Chicago Wednesday, tonight on NBC.
Summer is about having fun, not worrying about your old, outdated dock. Portadoc's corrosion-resistant roll-in or post-dock aluminum dock systems offer durability and longevity, as well as functionality with multiple configurations and decking options. Virtually maintenance-free Portadoc systems will keep you in or on the water all summer long. Visit your local Portadoc dealer and welcome to where the land ends and the summer fun begins. Dvorak's Docks, Highway 45 in Elko. Tomahawk Sports Center, North 4th Street in Tomahawk.
See the exceptional selection of jewelry at Golden Carat Jewelers. Artistic handmade jewelry by Michu and Bellatois. Fashion-forward designs by Mira T. and Frederick Sage. The latest trends and the forever classics from Facet Barcelona, Catan, and more. Your full-service jewelry store in downtown Minocqua, Golden Carat Jewelers has a surprise for everyone.
We are back this weekend, the 37th annual WJJQ Home Show with Health Expo, Saturday 9 to 4 and Sunday 10 to 3 at the Tomahawk School Complex. Admission is free. From Northwoods 92.5 WJJQ.
At Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River, we have a knowledgeable staff, competitive pricing, and free estimates. Browse our selection of carpet, vinyl, wood, and tile for your next home project.
We got some light rain and snow out there right now, but not looking too bad right now. But tonight, that rain and snow will be transitioning to mostly snow as temperatures start to drop out there. So pretty much snow tonight, back to a rain and snow mix tomorrow as temperatures rise into the 30s. But then more snow on the back end. So a couple inches of snow out here, but look at those 50s starting to peak on in starting Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So real nicer weather is on the way. So we just got to deal with the snow, but then hey, 50s are back in the forecast.
Yeah, for sure. That does it for us tonight. See us back here at 10.